We're 50 years old. So this whole relaunching, the new age, all this cool stuff has paid off, and I'm very proud of my team for participating in the 1/860th effort to make that happen. I'm also very pleased to be honored to be the premier sponsor of this chamber. The Holiday in Boxborough, I always say to my staff, we're a power catering house, and it's very important that we are engaged in the community, and this is the best conduit for us to be involved and engaged in the community, as well as involvement in our civic organizations such as the Acton Boxborough Rotary Club, which we're very proud to be active participants. So we're very honored that you're here tonight. I wear a couple of hats: premier sponsor, general manager, but I also have to say, Lindsay Dean, stand up please. Sorry, Russ, but you won't take offense because I know you know me. Lindsay Dean's my work wife. So she works very hard helping me with this connectivity with the community, and she does a great job, and I'm very proud and honored to be at her table tonight. So enjoy your night. We're going to have a great one. And I am wearing a suit from Gould's. They're amazing. Lester Gould and George Gould, my friends, convinced me to, I'm going to step aside a little bit, to go out of myself, because I'm a conservative New Englander, and to wear stripes, and also look at this, pink with monogram initials and a purple inside. Crazy. All right. Have a great night. Welcome.
Thank you, Jules. Events like this take a lot of effort and a lot of hard work by a dedicated committee. And I want to take a minute to introduce the awards dinner committee. So please stand up, and when I call your name, our chairman, Sean Linehan, Workers Credit Union. Patty Chisholm, Middlesex Savings Bank. Lou Genevieve, Smudge Graphics. Amy Kinney, especially for pets. You don't have to stand, honey. I know your knee's bothering you. Amanda Scribner, the Homesteader Magazine. Annie Kingan, AK Consulting. Dan Pearson, USADA Health Sciences. Cindy McMahon King, The Healing Point. Jim Puliopoulos Pooley, the Growth Coach. Thank you all for all that you've done, and for producing this event. You've worked hard, and it's come together beautifully. Well done. Thank you. Roach Brothers Supermarket has sponsored our program tonight. Thank you very much, Roach Brothers, for your sponsorship. Sweet Bites has offered the favor, the cookie, the star cookie that you have at your seat. So thank you, Sweet Bites. And as always, a special thanks to Lou Genevieve for the graphic designs, from the name badges to the agenda, the posters, the awards booklet that you see is all produced by Lou Genevieve. Lou, where are you? I can't remember where I sat you. Stand up, Lou. Thank you so much. You do so much for us. I so appreciate it. I also want to take a moment to recognize and acknowledge my staff, Karen Donahue, Tricia Pegaroff. Are you out there? Ladies, come forward, please. Is Susie still there? Yeah, you guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much. I always get choked up when I introduce. You don't believe the amount of work that they've done. It's amazing. So, we are, let's see, I lost my place. I do get choked up here. The committee has decided to wrap in our chamber golf tournament tonight. So you get a 2-for-1 deal, which is awesome. So over here on my right, as Amanda announced, we have the first hole. And of course on the left we have the 19th hole. And actually it's the only hole. We have donated by Southwest Greens and Enterprise Bank. So thank you so much to Southwest Greens. You'll see their ad on page 27 in the booklet. And Dan Heaney is going to be our golf pro tonight. He's running our 50-50 split the pot, golfing for dollars, putting for prizes. So have fun with that, and after dinner we'll be back at the, Dan will be back over. I'll go. Okay, so you should be enjoying your salad. The soup should be coming out if you haven't gotten that already. And after our awards presentations, we'll have a champagne toast, and then our entrees will come out, and then we'll have a fabulous dessert, champagne. After the champagne, we'll have dinner, and then our chocolate fountain will be over in the corner, and a wonderful dessert, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it all very much. So we're going to get started on our awards presentations in just 1 minute, and Sean, yeah, come up. Sean's going to make me doing all the talking tonight. So our awards presentations. The Middlesex West Chamber has, through our awards programs, recognized people and businesses who, through their efforts, have helped to strengthen our communities and improving our quality of life for all. Tonight we honor individuals for their longtime community service. Each award winner will receive an etched glass plaque from the Chamber, as well as citations from the Mass Senate and representatives who cover their districts. And we start tonight's presentations with our SOAR Awards. They're the stars of areas, retailers, and restaurants. Our board member, Amy Kinney. Amy, can you stand up for a minute? Amy, thank you. She volunteered on the Mass Retailers Association Awards Committee, and she got permission for us to model our Chamber Retail Awards on the RAMMys, the Retail Awards of Massachusetts, Awards of Excellence. The SOAR Awards recognizes retail excellence within the Middlesex West Chamber and have been a part of our ceremony for 5 years now, thanks to her efforts. Thank you very much, Amy. All the retails and restaurants in our service towns of Acton, Boxborough, Carlisle, Concord, Littleton, Maynard, Stowe, and Westford are eligible for a SOAR Award, and the winners are nominated by their customers and chosen for their creativity, enthusiasm, and commitment. Financial strength is not a factor in the judging process, and awards are open to Chamber members and non-Chamber members alike. So our first award is Creative Visual Display, and that recognizes a business that routinely creates unique and eye-catching displays of store merchandise, and the customers visit the store just to see the latest display. And of course that goes to Concord Firefly of West Concord. Mary Klingoff is setting the pace for Discover the New West Concord. Her whimsical shop offers the feast for your senses: jewelry, hats, scarves, candles, soaps, penny candy, and oh, so much more. Her shop is truly a creative visual display. And small though it may be, it is full of fanciful items that catch your eye, that make you smile, and you want to stick around for a while and explore. Please welcome Mary Klingoff, Concord Firefly, Creative Visual Display. Come on up.
I'd like to thank the Chamber and the Holiday Inn for putting on such a wonderful, wonderful event. And I'd like to thank all of the customers and people who come into my store each day, and I have the pleasure to serve. The store was started after I left another retail space at Concord to bring joy and pleasure and light into people's lives. And I'm pleased to be recognized tonight. It's one of my first accomplishments to see that I've made an accomplishment towards that goal. Thank you very much.
Our next award is for Innovative Marketing Concepts, and that's a business that demonstrates unparalleled creativity in the marketing and promotion of their business. Dabblers Hobbies and Cafe have created a very unique shopping experience, appealing to the hobby enthusiast as well as the beginners exploring a new interest. Whatever your level of interest is, they have instructors and instruction that meet you at that level. And it appeals to the whole family. So when you go in there, there's room for the classes, and you can host a party in your community room, and it's so easy to dive into a new project and learn a new craft or hobby at Dabblers Hobbies and Cafe. Please welcome Randy Hartnett up. from Dabblers for this award. Randy?
As with Mary, I thank you all for the award. I think that you did for the award, and I hope you all drop by Dabblers and check us out. We do have an interesting place and a nice cafe as well, so stop by.
Our next award is for Best New Business, and that's a business between 6 months and 2 years old that's demonstrating outstanding success and achievement in their development. Mandy and Malcolm Sim have created an enrichment center, not simply a gym for kids, but a center that caters to the whole family. Not only offering kids from 3 months to 6 years old a great place to hang out, celebrate birthdays, and have a jam and good time, but also offering parents support through workshops on pertinent topics for parents and programs for children who have special needs. Jam Time has donated thousands of dollars worth of play passes to local charities, family organizations, and community programs. Please welcome Mandy and Malcolm Sim, Jam Time in Maynard.
Well, thank you so much. We first want to start off by thanking the Chamber and all its members for giving us this award. It's a great honor and actually quite a big surprise for us. Not only are we a new business in the area, but we're also new to the area. We just moved here from Los Angeles, and we really feel so welcome that we came into this Metro West community and fit right in. As most of you have already heard, we are a children's indoor playground center in Maynard, and we have classes and birthday parties and tons of fun things for the little ones. But you know what really makes our facility one of the best is all the great families that come in, and it's really rewarding for us to have a business where we get to interact and enjoy that great families of the area. So thank you, everyone.
Our Retailer of the Year award is a business that continuously goes above and beyond in providing exceptional customer service, unique products, as well as community and/or charitable involvement. Kevin Fry, the general manager of the Acton Roach Brothers Supermarket, has really immersed himself into the community through Acton Borough Rotary, the Middlesex West Chamber, as well as working with the schools and food pantries and so many other community programs. The community giving done by this company as a whole is staggering. With 18 stores covering 60 towns, the support they offer is incredibly generous. We are very fortunate to have Roach Brothers in our area, and I want to thank Kevin Fry and welcome him to the podium as Retailer of the Year.
Thank you very much. Pat and Bud Roach over 60 years ago had this vision when they opened up a supermarket in Roslindale to be the neighborhood supermarket. And I'm very proud to be here today saying that 60 years later, 18 stores, and kind of a corporate company at this point, they are still a neighborhood supermarket in all 18 towns that they serve. It's because they allow me to get out into the neighborhood and allow other store managers to do the same thing. But I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have this team that is sitting over at that table running the store, because I'm not there to run it. They do it for me. So I truly appreciate all their help and efforts. And thank you to the Chamber and the Rotary.
Too many photos. Congratulations to all our SOAR Award winners. Thank you for all that you do in our community. At this time, I'd like to welcome Wendy Baker, Enterprise Bank Acting Branch Manager, to introduce our second annual Nonprofit Awards. Enterprise Bank is a sponsor of the Chamber's nonprofit initiative started last year, and they are continuing this year with their sponsorship, and we're very proud and so thankful for that support. Wendy Baker.
Thank you, Sarah, so very much. It is a privilege to be here, and it's truly a privilege to work with Sarah because she is the kind of person that has a lot of vision. She put this nonprofit program together like none other chamber that I know of. And so I do want to congratulate Sarah Fletcher for her efforts in the nonprofit world. Thank you very, very much. Now, I do also want to mention that Enterprise Bank, we are still the new bank in town. My branch is in Acton, but I must tell you, we have 18 branches, and the 19th one is opening on Valentine's Day up in Pelham, New Hampshire. So if you're in the neighborhood, please stop in. They will greet you beautifully. So thank you, everybody. Now, of course, it's my distinct honor and pleasure to announce this Excellence in Leadership Award. A business leader who strives to increase the organization's value and effectiveness, and who creates new ideas and fresh perspectives, who moves the organization forward while maintaining strong ethical business practices and enlightened use of resources. You know, I dare say that any award tonight for Marty is just a shadow in the wake of his passing on January 24th. He was known for his vision and passion and innovation, and the community is a better place because of him. Accepting Marty Martini's award tonight is their board president, Mary Woodward. Would you please come forward, Mary?
Very heavy heart that I accept this award on behalf of Marty Martini of Minuteman ARC. As you just all heard, he passed away unexpectedly on January 24th. His untimely death came as a shock to all of us, simply because Marty was so full of life. He became the executive director of Minuteman ARC only 4 years ago, but in that short time, he had an incredible impact on our agency. Minuteman ARC served the developmentally disabled population, in many ways the most vulnerable members of our society. Marty was a true champion of his population. He believed that all individuals deserve the chance to have a meaningful and productive life within their community, and that with the proper level of supports, this is possible. He dedicated his entire working career to helping the disabled achieve this goal. As a leader, Marty exceeded all of our expectations. He was a skilled manager, an experienced clinician, a passionate and articulate spokesman for the agency, and was forward-thinking. He understood the challenges that human service agencies are facing today, and he thought creatively about developing new programs and services that would meet the needs of our families. Marty came to work every day with a smile on his face, a belief in the goodness in people, and a determination to get the job done. He was humble, accessible to all, fair, and compassionate. He was respected and loved by his colleagues, his board of directors, his staff, and most tellingly, by the individuals and families that we serve. Marty was so many things to many people, but his most important role was as a family man. He was a devoted husband to his wife Doreen and a dedicated father to his daughter Jackie and his son Jesse, who was a young man with autism. As a special needs parent, Marty understood all too well that the decisions that he made around programs and services would ultimately affect real people and real lives. As a result, he was a careful and thoughtful steward to our agency. Although it is hard to imagine Minuteman ARC without Marty, we are determined to honor him by continuing his good work. His spirit will always live in our hearts. This year, we plan to dedicate our annual fundraiser, the Minuteman March, in his honor. Marty loved this event. It's an opportunity for everyone who is part of the Minuteman Arc family to come together and celebrate as one. Marty was very honored to receive this award. Thank you so much to the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce for recognizing his accomplishments with this award, and for giving me an opportunity to tell you a little bit about this extraordinary man. Thank you very much.
Next this evening is our Outstanding Volunteer Leadership Award. An individual serving on a nonprofit board of directors who has made a positive impact on that organization. The constituency and community demonstrates exceptional leadership, governance, and commitment to excellence. Dick Calandrella has served the community in a number of ways throughout his volunteer career. Over more than 40 years, Acton is blessed to have a dedicated citizen who consistently lends his expertise and experience to the betterment of the community. Recently known for his outstanding volunteer leadership at Acton Cable Access TV, as the cable station has been transferred to the town, and he's stepping up as now the board president. Please welcome Dick Calandrella.
I want to thank the Chamber for this award, and I want to share this award with a lot of people. We have a very talented staff, dedicated volunteers, and a very supportive board. And Acton TV could not exist without all of these people joining together as a team. So I want to accept this award on their behalf. Thank you very much.
And now I do want to announce we have our Nonprofit of the Year award. An organization that has been operating in one or more of our communities for at least 5 years and has consistently contributed to the betterment of those communities by fostering cross-functional teamwork and collaboration within and outside of the organization. Who has promoted interaction with staff, volunteers, community, and other sectors. Access Sport America provides opportunities for disabled children and adults to access high-challenge sports. They partner with many other organizations to make this a reality. Spalding Rehabilitation Hospital in Boston, program in the Boston Public School System, Perkins School for the Blind, as well as some 1,500 athletes. This agency is a vision of Ross Lilly, who was the pastor at the South Acton Congregational Church for over 20 years, and left the church to devote himself to Access Sport America. Accepting this award tonight for the Access Sports America is Chairman of the Board, Mark Thurman. Please come forward.
I'd like to thank the Academy, my age, they told me no jokes, but thought I'd lighten it up a little bit. Anyway, thanks very much for recognizing us. Thanks to the Chamber. Thanks for everybody for being here. I'm accepting this on behalf of our organization. Ross Lilly, our fantastic founder and executive director, is currently up in Vermont leading a group of our athletes on a ski trip. I've been very proud to be part of this organization since its beginning in 1995. We have a great board, we have great volunteers and instructors. We see over 1,700 athletes a year. We have over 1,000 contributors, including individuals, foundations, and corporations. So on behalf of all of them, and most especially our athletes and their families, we thank you.
Thank you, Wendy, and congratulations to all our nonprofit award winners tonight. Our Community Service Award recognizes individuals in the area who are making or have made a positive impact on the community through their continued work and involvement, and who have demonstrated loyalty, dedication, and commitment to the people in the area, and who have dedicated free time in making significant contributions to the welfare of the community, enriching all of our lives. Beth Petter was no stranger to this award. She was given the award in 2006 for her amazing contributions, not only to the town of Acton, but to so many soldiers at war now for too long. Beth is back tonight to present our Community Service Award. Please welcome Beth Petter.
Thank you, Sarah. It is my privilege tonight to introduce Kathleen and Jake Zagata to you. 7 years ago, they started a group to help connect families and friends who have loved ones serving our country. They focused on sharing stories and resources, and they have created a truly wonderful organization called the Military Family Support Group. Whether it's attending a monthly meeting to listen to a speaker or just to each other's advice, or reading their informative newsletter that they send out to anyone who's interested, whether it's helping with a food drive for care packages that are sent all over the world, or marching in the Patriots' Day Parade in Concord or the 4th of July Parade in Chelmsford, the Zagatas are an amazing team in their efforts to spread awareness of our veterans and how we can support them. Thank you, Kathleen and Jake, and congratulations on the Community Service Award.
Jake and I would like to say how much we appreciate the recognition for the work that we've done in the group that has that is in progress. We also are very happy for the relationship, the collaborative relationship that we have with Beth. In 2004, our son was deployed to Iraq. His home base was in Seattle, and his parents, grandparents, brother, and girlfriend were in Massachusetts. We quickly became aware that our story was not just our own, but that of many local families. And so when the business community asked what they could do to help us, we said, we'd like to start a support group. And would you help us get the word out? So families have responded. They usually start with their first deployment, return with later deployments, and then when their soldier is becoming a veteran, return to understand more about local resources. Repeatedly, members remarked that it was the group support that got them through, and they show their appreciation by returning to mentor new families that want to better understand the military culture and the deployment cycle. It is this mutual understanding that allows us to sit with a mom who's anxious about not receiving emails or calls from her son who is deployed. It is the father who speaks with pride about his daughter's assignment outside the wire in Afghanistan to talk to village women about educating their daughters at the newly built school. And this month, it's about celebrating an Alive Day with some parents of a local soldier who was critically wounded in Afghanistan and who has been rehabbing for the last year at Walter Reed. We take great pride and partake in each good news that members share with us that their brothers, sisters, and fiancés are now back on American soil. In recent months, newspaper articles articulate the future downsizing of and withdrawal of our soldiers, and this is welcome news to our families. But it complements the less newsworthy stories that are part of our group. One parent announced in the last meeting that her soldier anticipates deployment in June 2012. 2 families have talked about their soldiers' reassignment in the Middle East after completing the pullout in Iraq. And last month, a spouse writes about the couple's return to Massachusetts, inquiring about employment, so her husband can return to school and use the GI Bill. So in our 7th year, our request to the community remains the same. Help us spread the word about the group because it continues as long as we have soldiers deployed. And if you have positions to fill, we'll post it in our newsletter. And again, we thank you for the recognition of our group. Thank you.
Beth, please. This is our surprise lady. Thank you.
Congratulations, Kathleen and Jake, for everything that you do. Our Business Achievement Awards begin with the School Business Partnership Award. And Mark Shire of Shire and Caton Real Estate Law Practice and former president of the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce is going to come up and introduce our next award. He is serving on the board at Indian Hill Music, as well as stepping into the role of board president at Access Sport America. And in his spare time, Mark is also the chairman of the Chamber's School Business Partnership Committee. Please welcome Mark to present our School Business Partnership Award.
It's really my privilege tonight to honor someone who's from Westford, and he works with Reactive Innovations in Westford. And tonight, Mike Kimball, who has really gone beyond what anyone has asked of any business in the School Business Partnership Committee, is being honored tonight. What we do is we ask a lot of our businesses in the community. We started the School Business Partnership Committee 19 years ago, and it started off with businesses giving, materials to the schools, and it's really grown tremendously. And what we do is we do internships, we do career speakers, we provide field trips for students, all kinds of activities. And Mike Kimball not only has done every one of these activities, but he has really taken it 2 steps further. And I think what really exemplifies what he does, and I did take the opportunity to go on his website, and I was so impressed by the work that he does and his business does. They work with NASA, the Department of Defense, the Department of Education, and he has truly a tremendous business. But I would just like to read the last paragraph that's in your program, and I think this really describes Mike and Reactive Innovations. We enjoy working with high school interns, helping them to show the real-world science and engineering in action beyond their classroom experience. A comment most students make is that their school science projects often are designed to work out, whereas our projects have no scientific outcome, which can become challenging. The students go through this experience and they learn to persevere when faced with difficult, challenging, and unknown situations. And occasionally, the students become innovative in finding a solution, being the first ever to do it. This, we hope, helps to inspire them in their future careers. And Mike deserves a tremendous amount of credit in the School Business Partnership Award this evening.
Come on up, Mike.
Well, Mark, you stole a lot of my thunder there with that paragraph. Thank you, the Chamber, and especially Annie King at Acton Marksboro High School. She's been a real push to help me to personally teach this. Thank you. You know, as Mark just read, that paragraph really does exemplify what we do, and it's just such a great feeling to watch these students come in and struggle and get frustrated, and then come up with solutions, and then just see the smiles and breakthroughs on their faces, and it's just a great experience to watch them go through this. We get so much out of this. The success of actually working with Acton Marksboro, we've actually been able to apply this to some other school systems as well, outside of the Chamber's jurisdiction here. And it's just been a real successful program that we have continued to develop to bring students into the company and show them some real science and engineering. And they love working on these projects for NASA, the Department of Defense, and other agencies. And we get real work out of them. And it's just been a great experience. So thank you.
Thank you, Mark, and congratulations to Mike Kibble. Our Rising Star Award is an individual, a business person under the age of 40 who has made or is making a significant contribution to the welfare of our community through involvement and participation, and who is demonstrating excellence in business and community leadership. I first met Chris Abatsis through an offer from an internship program at Southern New England College. Is that right, Chris? Southern New England College? In Springfield. So, and they had an acting resident who was looking for work experience in the summer, and would we be interested in hosting a student intern? And I thought, hey, free labor, sure, that'd be great. And I have to say that he was outstanding. Great networker, comfortable on the phone, took a value-added program from an idea and a connection that I had made into practice, and he offered it out to the membership through the marketing program. And guess what? He sold a few cars while he was there too. I'm glad to have him back in the area after a hiatus of working outside of the area. He's thriving at Acton Ford and Acton Quick Lane, and has become an active member of the Young Professionals Steering Committee, and he's truly deserving of our Rising Star Award. Please welcome Christopher Abatsis, Rising Star.
I'd first like to just thank the Chamber, not only for the award, but also for the work they do throughout the year to, support all of our businesses. Over the past couple of years, just working out of the area, really had the opportunity to kind of reflect and think about what's important in a career. And, the two things that always rose to the top for me are family and community. And I'm just really thankful to have the opportunity to be back in the area working with family. And, to make great connections within the local business community, especially through our young professionals group. So, thanks.
Thankfully, that was the box and not the award. Our Business of the Year Award recognizes a business that has been operating in one or more of our communities for at least 5 years, who has consistently contributed to the betterment of those communities through strong accountability, commitment to continuous learning and improvement, community involvement and service, and adopting best business practices. I am not aware of any business or business owner working in such a way as the owner of One-on-One Self-Indulgence Spa does. Cindy brings her business to the community. She doesn't just wait for customers to find her. She engages passionately with neighboring businesses, offering creative programming, networking, educational resources, with an aim at helping everyone succeed. Cindy is driven with a vision for creative collaboration. Another driving force behind Discover the New West Concord, she has turned One-on-One Self-Indulgence Spa not only into a fabulous retreat, but a resource for the community. Please welcome Cindy McCullough, One-on-One Self-Indulgence Spa.
Time. I thought there was 2 people before me. I could drink a little more wine, but no. Thank you, everyone, and thank you to Middlesex West Chamber. I also would like to thank Sarah, Tricia, and Karen, all the volunteers, all the committees that make the Chamber a success in connecting businesses and also promoting us. It's been a wonderful experience. I think I'm going on my 3rd year, but it's just been tremendous for me. I also like to thank my wonderful business partner, Dee Schweppe, and my husband, Rick, and my family for, listening to me, supporting me, and encouraging me on my pipeline dream. That 2 years of taking, if you haven't seen it, it's an old warehouse, old warehouse in the back of nowhere, but 2 years to change it into a beautiful oasis. And I have a team that's amazing, that echoes my passion for helping others, and I thank them. They've been with me for the long haul. So if you haven't been there, we welcome you to come. It is what we love doing, and we are so, so tremendously overwhelmed with this wonderful honor. So thank you.
Congratulations, Cindy. Our final award tonight is the Lifetime Achievement Award. The committee wanted to recognize an individual for career-long achievement, for contributions to the region's quality of life, and having a positive impact on future generations, for excellence in business stewardship and leadership in support of economic progress. I'm going to invite Lester to join me at the podium to introduce our final award winner. Lester Gould was the president of the board, of the Chamber's board, when the Acton Business Association became the Acton Chamber of Commerce, so making him the first president of the newly formed chamber. Please welcome long-term chamber member Lester Gould.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to have been asked to say a few words tonight on behalf of my father receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. For a brief history, the first store was in Clinton, Mass. in 1934. My dad, at the age of 18, and his older brother David, with the help of my grandparents, started their first store. Life was very difficult in 1934. The early years in the business were also very difficult. They had to split time working in the family business, which at that time was a slaughterhouse. My grandfather was a cattle dealer and had a slaughterhouse. So they would commute back and forth on horseback occasionally. So definitely a different time than we have today. The business slowly turned around and headed in the right direction. In 1952, my dad opened a store in Hudson, and he left the Clinton store. My uncle retained that store. My dad had the Hudson store. In 1956, they opened a ladies' department. They continued to grow. In 1970, with my mother's support and encouragement, they took a big risk, and with great foresight, bought 6 acres of land in Acton, which became the location for the Gould's Plaza on Great Road. And another Gould store opened in 1972 at that plaza. The store and the plaza were successful almost immediately. Currently, we have consolidated. We operate the Acton store only, where we continue to hold our own with a strong local customer base and close relationships with our customers. The shopping center also continues to do well, to be a popular place for people to shop. We're very proud that we have very low turnover amongst our tenants. My father has been very active in the community and community service. He is the past president and longtime member of the Hudson Rotary. He is a past president and longtime member of the Clinton Synagogue. He has also served as a board of director for the Hudson National Bank. He continues to be an inspiration for both our family and the community. He still drives to work from the inn at Robbinsbrook in Acton, where he lives. He still drives to work every day, and usually twice a day. We're very proud that you've chosen our dad as the recipient for the Lifetime Achievement Award, and we couldn't agree with you more on your selection. Thank you.
George, will you please come up to the podium?
Thank you very much, everyone. It's very nice of you to come here and do this for somebody like me. We've been out of the activity for a number of years now. But at any rate, it's very, very nice to be here and being honored and celebrated by everybody here. And I just want to say that I'm grateful and I'm very happy to be here. And I just don't have very much to say anymore. Thank everybody for their support and for their good wishes. And that's about it. Thank you very much.